do not need that item from Sephora. Sephora's VIB and Rouge sale is starting tomorrow from when I upload this video, October 31st, and goes through November 10th. You don't need the product. You don't need that makeup item. You don't need that hair care item. You don't need that skincare item. You don't need it. So today I'm going to go through what is in my cart, and I'm going to try to do an anti-haul on myself, and I hope this helps you kind of anti-haul what you have in your cart that I can almost guarantee that you don't need. Hi, I'm Ariel, and I am here to discuss makeup, skincare, body care, and I kind of want to lean into using what you already have. We are in such a huge consumerism market right now. Everyone's like, spend, you need this, you need to buy this. TikTok and Instagram is constantly reaching out to us and telling us to spend, and we really do not. We have products at home. So let's get through this anti-haul of the products that are in my cart and do I really need it? The first thing I want to say is, so the Sephora sale starts on the 31st and goes to the 10th. So October 31st to November 10th. I am Rouge, and this is kind of like what woke me up, was because last year I was not Rouge and now I am. And that just goes to show that I've spent too much money on makeup and skincare and hair care, and my drawers are full. I really don't need any more. So to be Rouge is kind of crazy. So Rouge gets 20% off and then down through the different tiers. The other thing is 20% off now is kind of a slap in the face when you think about it. Brands on their own site, like for Black Friday, just even throughout the year, makeup goes on sale all the time now. I remember back in the 2016 era when makeup never went on sale. You only got your makeup on sale during the Sephora sale events or the Ulta sale events. Like, companies never put makeup on sale. Now it's on sale all the time. Trust me, my emails are flooded with makeup sales all year round. It's not just a Black Friday thing anymore because Black Friday is kind of a joke now. But we see this Sephora VIB sale. We're like, oh, 20% off. They only do it twice a year. Like, I need to stock up right now. Listen, if you have a product that you are out of or that you go through, this is actually a good time to get it because you are going to get a sale. Like, if you're going to buy it full price, you might as well buy it on sale. Kind of like, what are products we go through quickly? Mascara, eyebrow pencils, products like that that just seem to you kind of go through very quickly. Absolutely, stock up on that. Get that product because you're going to use it. Especially with eyebrow pencils. Man, when I have my favorites, I feel like I'm constantly finishing those. But do you need that new foundation? Do you need another eyeshadow palette? Do you need another bronzer? Bronzers take forever to finish up. Blushes take forever to finish up. Foundations, unless you just have one in your collection and you're wearing that foundation every single day, those take a long time to finish up because you don't need half the bottle of the product to work. Well, my cart is filled with all of those things I just said that you don't need. So let's kind of talk me off this whole, get back into the anti-hauls and using our products, because I did my makeup today with all of my products at home. Obviously, because they're here in my house, so clearly I can get a beautiful, good makeup look without getting anything else from the store. And also, I'm using the ABH foundation, which when I first got it, I hated it. I'm like, this foundation is mid. This foundation stinks. Like, it's not that good. Why is everyone hyping it up? Like, why is it that good? And I put it in my drawer and didn't touch it for months. And then recently, now that it's fall, I've been loving it. So I was kind of happy to do this whole, let me reach for what's already in my collection before I go out and buy a new one. Because I found products that, oh wait, I do actually really like these products. If I would have gone out to buy a new foundation, I probably wouldn't have touched this foundation again because I would have gone off just kind of my first couple wear impressions. Also, skin changes throughout the season. So a product you might not like in the summer that you're like, I hate that product. It's middle of summer, like it is warm. You might like in the fall or winter. So don't go out and buy a new foundation, especially if you have multiple in your collection. Kind of see how it looks in a couple months because our skin changes with the seasons. My Sephora cart. The first thing in my cart is this blush, the YSL Make Me Blush 24-Hour Buildable Powder Blush. I have the shade 23 Hot Mauve in my cart because I don't have a shade like this in my collection. Blush is definitely one of the smaller sides of my collection, and I looked through all of my blushes and I don't really have this shade. That's kind of one thing I'm trying to do too, is when I put something into my cart, I actively go up to, like, before I purchase, I go to my vanity and decide, do I have something similar like this at home that I like, that I love, that I use? And I have noticed I don't have this color. I have a lot of pink blushes, so I learned I kind of lean more pink, but I want to get other blush colors too. But also the YSL blush is $46 for 0.17 ounces. Is that worth it? Because I have other blushes I like. Like, I really like the Urban Decay blushes. I really like the Kosas blushes. Do I need the YSL blush? Probably not. So, I don't know, like, I've heard such good things about the YSL blush. And I do have blushes currently in my makeup drawer, but I don't have that color. And I'm like, maybe I can find that color somewhere else. Do you have like a drugstore blush that you really like? Products, I have more blush in my cart. It's the Kosas Mini Blush is Life Trio gift set. We could spend a whole video discussing gift sets. Gift sets, for the most part, I'm going to tell you right now, are scams. They aren't saving you much money. You're most likely not going to use all the products in that gift set because it's not going to work for your skin tone. So you're usually better off just buying one full-size product than getting a gift set to try a bunch of things that you probably won't even like 90% of them. But the Kosas blush, I love this formula. I actually have the gift set from last year right here because blushes take forever to get through. So this is the gift set. It had Blissed, Butterflies, and Euphoria. Well, the thing is I don't really wear Euphoria because it's a little too dark for my liking, for my skin tone. Like, I'm very pale. I'm shade 0.5 in a lot of foundation shades. So this is just too dark for me. So this was kind of a waste. These two I love. One's a peach tone, one's a pinky tone. I use these all the time. Like, there's even a crack in this one because I use it so much. But yeah, I use these all the time. And this set has 3 colors in it. Dare, Spellbound, and Euphoria. Well, now that I'm looking at this, I already have Euphoria and I don't use it. The one thing I like about this is I like that they come in a smaller thing because their blushes are really big and I don't need a large blush. So that is one thing I kind of like about stuff like this, is you can kind of get minis, but I don't need Euphoria. I already obviously have it. Spellbound is even darker than Euphoria, so that's not going to really work for my skin tone now that I look at it. The only reason I wanted this was to get the color Dare. Dare looks absolutely stunning. It looks so beautiful. And it says, and the problem that gets me is it says new and exclusive. It's a warm peachy rose. So it's probably peachier than this. And it's more of a rose color. You know what? I don't need it. There's only one color in here that I would really wear, and it would be that Dare one. It's an exclusive color. So if I truly fall in love with that color, say I do use it, I happen to somehow go through the whole thing, I'm not gonna be able to get it again. It's exclusive. I can't guarantee they're gonna come out with that color later on in their blush shades, in their blush range. So it's not worth it. Also, looking at it on the models, is it looks kind of darker on the models than I was expecting based on the swatch. So the lightest model on here is obviously like a medium toned model. And I am not a medium tone. I am fair. I am pale. So this might end up looking a little crazy on me if I went too hard, which is one thing I do like about this blush formula is I more like a builder blushes versus a ton of color all at once and then have to blend it away. But you know what? I talked myself out of that. I do not need the Kosas Mini Blush Life Trio set. Let's remove that from my cart right now. I have my iPad right here, so I can just get rid of it right off the bat. I have looked at this product for years. I mean, I've looked at this product since it launched back in the day, and I've wanted it so bad. And getting it during the sale is always the best time to do it. Pat McGrath Labs Mothership 5 Eyeshadow Palette Bronze Seduction. This is the palette of my dreams, okay? This is the color way that I wear the most. If I pull out my palettes that have kind of a similar browns in them, those are the browns that are close to being panned, because I love a good brown eyeshadow look. I love reds. I love golds. And this is what just draws me into this palette so much. That red, oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. I've swatched it in store. It swatches beautifully. Pat McGrath's formula. I have a small palette. Honestly, I don't have anything in my collection like Pat McGrath's formula. And I don't even have any of her special shades in my collection because I don't have any Mothership palettes. And I have palettes from years and years ago from her holiday set, and I still have them, and I love them so much. So I just know I would love this. But $128 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 10 shades is so hard to swallow. Especially right now, like, that just is a lot of money, which is why I haven't purchased it yet, still to this day, because whew, that is hard to swallow. Like, especially when they say, like, oh, use Klarna, use whatever, so break it into 4 payments. That's still over like $30, $40 a payment. Like, that $128 is like 2-3 tanks of gas. Like, that is a lot of money. That's a trip to the grocery store. That is something, once again, I'm just gonna take it out of my cart. I really just cannot afford this palette right now, even though it is one of the most beautiful palettes I've seen. I do have golds, I do have browns. I really don't have any reds in my collection. I took a look, and I don't know if reds are just hard to formulate or hard to make look good. I just don't have many reds in my thing. Maybe in the future. I've also heard from a lot of people. I did over on my TikTok, de-influence my Sephora cart, and a lot of them said Pat McGrath does better sales on her site, like better than the 20%. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to wait for her sale on her personal site to get a better sale, so it doesn't feel like such a hard hit to the wallet. So we're going to remove that one from my cart. And I can tell you right now, so my cart had 20 items to start with, and I was over $1,000. So even with 20% off on all these products, that'd still be over $800. I am not spending $800 on makeup and other products because I just don't need to. I have a vanity and it is filled with stuff. I don't need to be one of those people that not only I have my vanity, but then I have shelves of makeup. Like, I already have shelves of books that I am trying to deal with the consumerism and overconsumption of books. I don't need to also be dealing with that with having shelves of makeup, if you get what I'm saying. Another product in my basket is the MEJ Sweet and Sleek Styling Gift Set with Angel Stick and Mini Boar Bristle Brush. I've heard boar bristle brushes are great, especially for oily hair, because it helps distribute that oil so your hair isn't as oily. It kind of, I don't think it gets rid of it, but it just really helps. And my hair gets oily next day. No matter what I use, I just have an oily scalp. Some people have oily scalps, and no matter, you cannot train your hair to be less oily. I detox my scalp, like I get rid of the buildup and all that. So a boar bristle brush I think would be great for me. But looking at this set, I didn't realize it was a mini boar bristle brush. Some people would say I have a lot of hair. Some people would say I don't have a lot of hair. I don't like mini brushes. I'm going to tell you this. Like, when I travel is with full-size brushes. I don't like minis. They're just too small. They take forever to brush my hair. No, thank you. Done with that. And $64 for a mini brush and an angel stick. I wear my hair back a lot, but I don't care if I have flyaways or whatnot, because I see it more as like, oh, my hair is growing, so I have the shorter pieces, or that's because like I'm causing a lot of breakage, so that'll show me I need to chill out with like the hair up styles, because I do wear my hair up like 80% of my life. So, and I have bangs, like I love my bangs. So there's just really no need for me to have this stick to put my flyaways out of the way because I'm blonde. So when I put my hair up and if I like really sleek back my hair, I feel like I look bald and I don't like that. So honestly, putting this in my cart was kind of ridiculous because I wouldn't really like those products anyways. So that is gone. The Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone Eyeshadow Palette. I want it in the color Dramatic. So it's the darker color palette. And if you kind of notice the theme between this one and the Pat McGrath one I just showed, I love these darker tones. And everyone tells me like, oh, if you're going to get one of these, you should get the lighter one in the shade Soft. Like that's what's meant for your skin tone. First of all, eyeshadows, we can, unless they're not pigmented, obviously they're not going to work on darker skin tones, so we need to get more pigmented eyeshadows. But dark skin tones can wear lighter eyeshadows if they want, and then lighter skin tones can wear darker eyeshadows if they want. Eyeshadow isn't like a color matching to your skin thing. It's how you want your eyes and eyeshadow to look. Do you want a higher pigment or do you want a lower pigment? Some people are just, they want bronzer in like a bronzer throughout their lid and that's it. And some people want full glam. Today I'm kind of in between. I typically love a nice full glam with a sparkle and glitter. It's just, it's kind of gloomy out today, so I wasn't feeling that. So I just kind of did a little in my inner corner. But I much prefer the shades in the Dramatic. It has more beautiful shimmers. Natasha Denona has one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas. I have multiple palettes from her. The problem that gets me is this is also $82. I understand this is bigger than her typical palette because like all the palettes I have from her is this size or smaller. So obviously this is smaller than this $82 palette, but I was expecting a $60 price range for this, not an $82. So when I saw that price, I kind of went like, also, if I really look at it, if I stare at this, I can guarantee you in my collection, I have a whole drawer. I will put a picture of my drawer of eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow is one of my favorite things to do in makeup because it's the part where we can really show off, I feel like, our makeup. Like we can really show off our makeup skills and just our different unique styles with eyeshadow. The more I look at this, I have these colors in my collection, and I'm sure in my Natasha Denona palettes alone, I probably have most of these colors. Like right here, I have, this is the Glam palette. Kind of looking at it, like this shade Blend looks just like the shade P1. I don't have P3 in here. Y2 kind of looks like one of these shades. This looks like a lot of the, yeah, I do not need this palette. Maybe one day, but honestly, and that's just that palette. The palette I used today, I'm sure has, I used this one, the Fairy Tale Europe, which is one of my favorite palettes of all time, which I have hit pan on one of the colors, but I'm sure the colors down here kind of match. I bet you I could match all three of these colors 1-to-1 in this palette. I don't need it. You don't need it. If you have an eyeshadow palette, indie brands are honestly killing it with their eyeshadow formulas. So try to shop indie. One, you're supporting smaller brands, but two, their eyeshadow formulas are unmatched. And we are not getting the color stories and formulas at Sephora or Ulta anymore like we used to. So maybe we just all need to kind of stick to trying to shop a little bit more indie if we can. Okay, that product is de-influenced. Product that I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk myself out of. This is the Makeup Forever Mini Artist Color Lip Pencil Set. One thing I'm very lacking in my collection, I have learned, is different tones of lip liners. So I have this thing of lip liners right here. And the problem I have learned is if I truly swatched these lip liners next to each other 90% of them are the same color. So that's the thing, is I don't mind having a larger collection if it's different. Do I need this lip liner and this lip liner and this lip liner and this one? These are all the same color. Like, the packaging doesn't look the same, but when you swatch them, they're the same. So what I need to do is, if I'm going to be buying products, they need to be a different color than what I already have. And I don't have a lot of browns. I finally purchased this brown from Sephora. This is what I'm wearing right now. Shade 12 Frappuccino. I also really liked this pencil. So Sephora pencils are 30% off. And they work really well. So honestly, I believe they're $8. So then when you get 30% off, this actually might be a good formula to like try different colors in and have fun in. I am not here to completely de-influence you from ever spending money. That would make me the biggest hypocrite in the world. Like, I love shopping for makeup. I love shopping for books. I love shopping for that stuff. It is fun. It like brings a release, but I just need to be more cognizant of what I'm buying. And in this set, it has medium berry, warm rose nude, rich chocolate brown nude, warm caramel nude, cool taupe brown. Like, I love a good cool taupe color. And I really want to try to be more adventurous with my lips. I am terrible with my lip makeup. Like, I wear the same color over and over and over again because I do all of my fun on my eyes. So I think this would be it's a $39 value. They are minis, but I feel like if I went through one, it would really show that I really like that color, and it would be worth purchasing a full size or trying to find a dupe of that color at least. So that one, I'm going to leave in my cart. I'm going to kind of ponder on it more. You let me know down below. Do you like the Makeup Forever lip pencil? Like, do you like the formula? Do you think they work well? Is there a better formula? Or are you like, Ariel, actually that Sephora formula is really good, so just go get those. What do you think? This is the Peter Thomas Roth full-size vitamin C and hyaluronic acid eye patch 2-piece gift set for $55. This is a deal. Gift sets not very often give you a very good deal. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, you're getting $2 off. Like, obviously any dollar, every penny counts, every dollar counts. But if I'm buying a gift set to get $2 off and not like 90% of the products, what's the point of the gift set? I'm not actually saving money. I'm now spending more money than if I would have just bought the one size full product. These Peter Thomas Roth eye masks are some of my favorite masks on the market. People keep going towards loupes or these single like packs that you buy at Target or Walmart or whatever for your eye mask. They're like $4 a pack. When you break it down to these Peter Thomas Roth masks, it ends up being, so yes, it's $55 for like one, but you get 30 pairs in there. So it ends up being like $1.80 per pair. So really you're actually saving money in the long run. And with this pack, it's 2 full-size packs. So that's 60 pairs of eye masks for the price of one. So your masks, say they're $1.82 a piece. What is that, like 75 cents a pair? That is a good deal. And these I feel like actually work. They don't slide down your face when you're using them. They are good eye masks. The only problem that I'm having is it's really the one-time use thing. I'm trying to get more into multi-use products just because, one, it also saves me money in the long run. Like, I really love my Dew eye masks. I just kind of wash them off. Well, these ones are dirty because I use these to help with my like makeup today, so I have to wash them off. But they're like a silicone eye mask. They stick. You put on whatever eye cream, whatever under your eyes, and then you just put those on. And it keeps them, they stay good for a long time. So it's harder for me to be purchasing these single-use eye masks when I have eye creams and I have a reusable eye mask. I can say I really do enjoy these eye masks, so I do think it's worth it, especially if you want to try it or you enjoy this product. Looking at this, I just really don't need it. It is not a need, it is a want. And right now, I really do not need to be purchasing wants. I just need to be purchasing like restocks or products I'm out of or almost out of. So that one's going to get taken out of my cart, even though I do kind of suggest that one. Pharmacy has a kit. It's called the Wicked Clean Kit Limited Edition. So it comes with a green one and a pink one. The green one is... do they have scents on here? It is just color. It says the set contains original green clean cleansing balm in Alfaba green and original green clean cleansing balm in Glinda pink. Okay, so it is just the color. The reason I had this in my cart was because I've heard amazing things about this cleansing balm, and especially when I wear makeup, I always double cleanse, and my preferred way is to do it in a balm versus an oil. I've been loving my oils recently, but I do prefer a balm, especially because I tried the LMS balm and I really love that one. So I was like, oh, a lot of people have this pharmacy one. This is $39. You get 2. I can test it out. But you know what? First of all, if I'm just testing out this product, I can buy one of their mini sizes to test out, or travel sizes. I don't need to buy 2, because what if I get this and I don't like this and now I have 2? Like, I don't think these are necessarily full size, but now I have 2 balms. And I do have, I believe, 2 more cleansing oils that I'm trying to get through right now. And then I just got that LMS balm to try and I ended up loving it. So really, I don't need to be adding any more balms to my collection. I don't need to be adding any more makeup remover to my collection because I need to get through what I have. It does go bad. Like, skincare goes bad. So nope, we're going to take that out. It's so cute. I think this is a great product. Say you use this cleansing balm and it's the only one you use and you only purchase during the sale time. I think this would be a great product to get, but I do not need it. That can be removed from my cart. It's just excessive with what I already have in my collection. Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable 24-Hour Blurring Matte Setting Spray. This would be a repurchase for me if I decided to get it. I have the mini right here, and I really like this product. The problem is the bottle, like, so I have this much left, but when I spray it, it kind of comes out in clumps now because, like, I move it around. So I would need to dump this into the big bottle because now that I'm at the bottom, the thing on the inside, the tube, doesn't reach to, like, this portion of the bottle. So it's kind of like sputtering when it comes out as if it's empty. So I would need to purchase another bottle to dump this into, and I really do enjoy it. This was another product. At first I was like, this sucks, like, I don't like this product is awful. And then the more I used it, I was like, you know what, no, use what you have in your collection. Why did you hate it? I'm kind of like, oh, I actually kind of really like that one. So I was looking at repurchasing the big size because I do enjoy it. I tried the little one, I enjoyed it. I figured I could start using the big one, and then when it gets down a little bit, dump this one in there because I don't want to waste this product. Like, that's a good chunk of product. They just didn't make the thingy on the inside long enough to get to this portion of the product. Do I need another setting spray though, is what I keep coming back to. I really don't. So here is my current setting spray collection, and if you count this one of these is almost empty, so that's why I have the other one. But I have setting sprays in here. This tier one is great. Love MAC Fix Plus. I will always have that in my collection because I use that for multiple products. The Milani Make It Last, honestly, one of the best setting sprays on the market. I have this little Easy Bake by Huda that I don't think I'll ever use unless I transfer it to a different bottle because the sprayer leaves spots all over my makeup. It ruins my makeup, and it's not like I can fix it. I'll try to fix it, and people have commented to me, like, what are those blotches on your skin? Like, are you okay? And it's this setting spray. So this just feels like a waste of freaking money to me. But do I need that setting spray? And the other question I always think of is, this is also a product I can get at Ulta. I have the privilege of living in the US where we have Ultas. Ulta just gives much better points. I feel like their sales are honestly better a lot of the time than Sephora's anyways. do I need to repurchase the setting spray? And honestly, no, I do not. I have other setting sprays I need to get through before I'm repurchasing another full-size setting spray. So I will save this until next year. Sephora does their sale twice a year. Maybe ABH does a really good sale. I will save this so when I have even less products in my collection. I do not need this right now. My collection will be just fine without it. I do have other ones I actually enjoy. It's not like that's a basket full of crappy setting sprays I don't like. Speaking of setting sprays, here's another one on my list. I've heard such good things about it. It's the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Liquid Balm Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray. I'm an oily girl. Actually, I'm an oily combo. I get drier into the winter, like the fall and winter months. It gets very cold here in Minnesota. It's very dry here in Minnesota during our winters. So in the summers, I really need that oil control. My oils come through so quickly in the summer. Winter, I can usually last a good chunk of the day without my oils really coming through. But in the summer, I need this. And that just talked me out of this right now. One, like we just said, the whole setting spray thing. I don't need any more setting sprays. I have a bunch in my collection, so I really don't need this one. Two, we're going into the fall and winter months, so getting this, I can't even properly 100% test it because yes, I am oily, but I'm less oily in the winters, so I'm not going to be able to properly test it until next spring, summer. So I'll just wait for next spring or summer to purchase this. And I'll probably have worked through more of my setting sprays. So this one, I'll just wait until next year. There's no need. I don't need it right now. That's the other problem is people are like, you need this right now. You need it now. You have to go get it. I can't believe you don't have this in your collection already. Like, what are you doing with your life? I don't need it right now. You don't need it right now. It is not a need right now. Right this second, remove. I don't need to spend $23 on the mini setting spray. I can wait. This is the Moroccan Oil Styling Bestsellers Holiday Hair Gift Set. Gift sets get me, and I have to talk myself through gift sets every single time before I purchase them. Look up your gift sets before you go to the store to purchase them. Do not purchase them on a whim. A lot of time the prices don't actually come out to when it's like, this is a blah, 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 a $67 value. This is this value. A lot of times they're lying, like they are just full-blown lying about the value. I don't know where they pull the values from. But with this one, you get the Moroccan oil treatment. You get the leave-in conditioner, the first shield spray, and the Moroccan oil treatment. I really enjoy this oil. I only had a small bottle of it and I went through it, loved it. I have other oils in my collection that I think I might like a little bit better. One is the Eliza Becca one, and it's $8 for a good size bottle. Like, this is a big bottle for like a hair oil. And look, this is how much I've gone through of this. And when I purchased it, it was $8. So I really don't need this. Also, I've heard with me being blonde, if I do use this one too much, people say it kind of darkens their hair apparently for blonde. So that's why they have the blonde oil treatment. So that kind of freaks me out because even though I am naturally blonde, I do color my hair to be a little bit brighter blonde. Like, this is the blonde that I was growing up. So now I'm more of a, see, my hair is already getting oily, but I'm kind of a little bit more of a darker blonde naturally, not as bright of a blonde. So I really don't, I'm spending money on coloring my hair. So I don't want to use a product that's going to kind of undo that. And the leave-in conditioner, I've heard great things about, but when I really think about it, I have multiple leave-in conditioners. I have 2 right here that I haven't used yet. I have 3 right here that I haven't used yet because I'm finishing up my Pantene one, which I love. Of all of these 3, I actually think my Pantene one is my favorite, but I don't need the Moroccan oil one because I need to get through these. Like, these will go bad. These are great products. I'm down to here on this product. This one I've used, and I don't know where I'm at with this product. It looks like from the shadow, I'm down here. So I need to get through these products before purchasing another one. And this is $47. So also, I don't know anything about this Frizz Shield spray. I don't know if it works very well. In Minnesota, my hair does get frizzy in the summer because we do have humidity. And like I said, we're getting into winter, so humidity is not as much of an issue. So I really don't need that this winter anyways. Let's get rid of it. It's gone. Like the Josie Marin Bite-Sized Butters Mini Whipped Body Butter 3-piece gift set. I added this to my cart because I just tried the Golden Hour body butter. I actually have it in my bedroom right now. And I love that scent. I think that is like my dream scent that I've been searching for forever. And I've heard such good things about the vanilla and the tangerine body butters. But I need to be honest, I have so many lotions. I have 3 scents from EOS that is already too much. I have the Creme de Pistachio, the Vanilla Cashmere, and the Strawberry Dreams. I don't need any more lotions. I have the Fenty Salted Caramel Body Butter that I can only use at, like, I love it, but I can only use it at night because it takes time to really soak into your body. So I don't like using it during the day. So I use it more in the evening. Well, I don't need more. This is $36 for 3 minis, which is what I do have in the Golden Hour. So 1 mini is $16. I just really do not need any more body butters. I don't need any more body lotions. And plus, I'm already bad about putting on lotion. Like, I'm not one of those influencers who's like, oh, I get out of the shower and I put on lotion immediately. I'm lazy, okay? I am lazy. I'm very bad about putting on lotion. I do not need more lotion that is just going to freaking pile up in my collection. If I go through that lotion or I go through my other lotions, then I can buy those later. Those have been products that have been around forever. There's nothing new. I need that. I don't need that. I mean, this is one I believe I'm going to get. This is the Amika Positively Perked Up Dry Shampoo Hair Gift Set. This is my favorite dry shampoo. I've tried dry shampoos from the store. I'm currently testing out the Dove Volume and Fullness one, and I can tell you it doesn't fully get rid of my oils. I tried it today and I feel like my hair still looks oily. So I don't really like that. I've tried so many from the drugstore. I tried the Living Proof one. I don't really like that. It smells weird. I don't know if it's just because it's mixing with my oils, but I've had multiple comments when I was testing that of people being like, your hair smells. It's this one. So excited to try it too. The Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. I was so excited to try this, but I think it makes my hair smell, and no one wants to go around with smelly hair. It's disgusting. This one does not make my hair smell weird. It actually lets me go on day 2 or day 3 of me not having to wash my hair because it actually soaks up the oil. I have gone through the jumbo size. I've gone through a regular size. I've gone through a mini size. I have another mini. I just have a little guy in here. I really love this. I also get the Ultra Perk Up a lot too. So this is a product I know I would use. I don't have, I believe this is my last dry shampoo in my collection. Oh, no, this, actually maybe this one was out and I put it back in my drawer because there's like nothing in it. But this is all I have left in my collection because I go through dry shampoos so much because I don't want to be washing my hair every single day. I don't have to because like I said, I'm lazy, okay? I'm lazy. Lazy. All right. So this is one product I actually would get usage out of because I love this product. So I will leave this in the cart right now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do the math on it because it says $45 value, $31, and since I get an extra 20% off, that might be a very good deal. So if I do that math before I post this video, I will put it up. Lip balms and my favorite lip balm. So Ulla Henriksen Prout Preserve Petites Mini Lip Trio with Peptides. This is my favorite lip balm. I have repurchased this for me. I've repurchased this for my mom. This is our favorite lip balm. We use it all the time. We like completely empty our tubes. It's the one lip balm that I have everywhere. These minis, do I need them? Reality, no. I don't need them. I have, look at all these, oops. Look at all these lip balms that I have. I really don't need more lip balms. Heck, I've got an Ulla Henriksen one right here. I don't like this scent, that's why it's still in here. This is the Blood Orange Spritz. I love Blood Orange, but for some reason this comes off really weird. But I have a lot of lip balms. I don't need more lip balms, so I definitely don't need the mini ones. It's already hard enough to keep track of like a lip balm, size lip balm, but let alone the mini ones. I know I'm gonna lose it. I know I'm gonna accidentally put it through the washer because I'm not good with checking my jeans or my pants or my sweatshirts before putting them in there. And they're so small, I'm gonna lose them. I will just wait until I run out of lip balm and purchase a new one when I run out of my Ulla Henriksen one. Because I can tell you that is my favorite lip balm. Kilian Paris. I see these perfumes everywhere. Everyone is telling you you need them. They smell so good. Kilian Paris, they last a while. And their names, they're called Princess and Love and Good Girl and Angel Share. I've heard such good things about these perfumes. So I really wanted to try this mini bestsellers perfume discovery set because I think I would like these scents based on the notes. First of all, scents wear very different based on their notes on different people. I have, here is already my minis perfumes. Here is my travel sized perfumes. I keep them in the drawer because you should really keep your perfumes not exposed to the sun. I just got these from Fleur, and my favorite perfume that I have a full-size bottle of right now is Love by Vera Wang. I don't need any more perfumes. Clearly I have even enough minis that I'm not going through because I forget to put on perfume a lot of the times. I worked in the medical field for over 10 years, so we couldn't wear perfumes at work. So it's not a habit I'm into, so I always forget half the time, and I'll leave. I'm like, oh, I should have tried a new perfume. Like, I have all these minis. I need to try the perfumes out more. And I forget. So here we are with me wanting to get into perfumes. I want to try perfumes. I want to get into them, but I forget. The other thing is I looked at how much a full-size bottle of a Kilian Paris perfume is. Let's pull up Princess. Pairs Princess Eau Parfum with vanilla and ginger. I think I would really enjoy this. I love vanillas. I love a good ginger scent. It's between, you have $150 for 1.7 ounces. That is so expensive. That is expensive, and we need to stop saying, well, it's perfume. Perfume has the highest markup rate of any other beauty product on the market. It costs them pennies to make perfume because they put in this much oil and like this much water and alcohol mixed into it. Perfumes have a massive markup rate, people. It's like over 90% markup rate for how much it costs them to make. So $150 is ridiculous. And then the travel size is $37 for a travel size, which is what I would get if I went to repurchase this, because like I said, I'm trying to become a more like wear perfume more, but I'm not, it takes forever to go through a full-size bottle, so I wouldn't pay for a full-size bottle. If I would, I'd pay for the travel size, which is $37 for 0.24 ounces. That's even an expensive travel size. I'm sorry, for travel sizes, they shouldn't be more than $20. You're traveling with, like, you're supposed to be traveling with these and not using these all the time. So 37 is that's $40. People, don't buy into the scam of like, it's 37. So like, that's not that bad. Like 37, that's close to 30, which is like almost 20. The girl math of it all. Trust me, I do girl math all the time. No, it is $40. What are you going to do with that $3? If we were in math class, 37 is above 35, so therefore we would round up to 40. I don't know what it is in our brains where we see 37, we're like, oh, it's not 40, it's close to 30. No, it's not. 35 and under, or $34.99 and under is close to 30. 35 and up is closer to 40. So therefore, $40. So I'm going to take this travel set out of my cart because one, I should just really be smelling these in store. I should find a store near me that has them, because also $30 for minis that I can guarantee you most of these minis I got for free. So now I'm spending on 2, 4, 5 minis. I'm spending money on a product that should be free? No, I really don't need to. I should, if I really want them that badly, I should try them on in store. I should put them on my skin because they'll smell different on the little smeller test than they will when they mesh with your skin chemistry and like your natural oils and stuff like that. So no, I do not need to spend $30 on products that you would get for free any other time of the year. Danessa Myricks is killing it right now with the makeup, and her products are good. Her products are very good. I have one of her like multi-use eyeshadow palettes of this, and I definitely don't use it enough. Oh look, half these shades were in that Natasha Denona palette I want. See, like I really didn't need that, and I don't use this as much as I should. She's got a great formula here, and I need to pull this out more and use it more. And she came out with these colorful Color Fix sticks, multi-use pearl pigment stick for eye, cheek, and lip. I don't know how true it is for cheek and lip. Maybe, I guess technically it's a multi-use. Don't know how many people would actually use it as a multi-use. I feel like I've only ever seen people using it as an eyeshadow stick. I don't have eyeshadow sticks. It's something I've kind of wanted to play with more, especially I think it would look perfect with this palette. So this palette is all matte. There's no glitter or anything in it. So an eyeshadow stick, put this down, put the eyeshadow stick on it, you get a little bit of your glitter, and it'd be perfect. Do I really need it? No. Like I just pointed out, eyeshadow palettes, like this has glitter in it. And my Nomad Fairy Tale one has glitter in it. But the thing is I feel like an eyeshadow stick would be so useful, would be very like, because I am finding what I'm doing is I'm reaching for like a single pan of glitter. So I'll pick whatever eyeshadow palette I want to use for that day, and then I'll reach for a single glitter. So I think this would work out really well, because also people say it wears all day, which is the problem with some glitters in my collection. They don't wear all day. The shimmer kind of like, once you put it on, the shimmer goes away. It's not that well. So this is one I would love to test out and try. I love that you get 2 colors. I wish you could pick your 2 colors. Like I would rather have her sold them separately, because like they magnet together. So then I could pick the 2 colors I want, because like shade 2 comes with Twilight Gleam and Orion Nebula. Shade 5 is Astra and Cassiopeia. Like, do these look that different side by side? I feel like in some of the swatches they don't look that different, so I would kind of like to be able to pick. I'm like, oh, I want Meteorite, and then I want Cassiopeia. Like I would want those 2 together. So I kind of wish I could do that. I understand she did that, so if say I bought set 8 and set 5, I could break apart those sets and put them together, but I would much rather have been able to purchase them separately. So that's something that's kind of like holding me back, because a rose gold metallic with warm honey shimmer and a light champagne foil with gold and silver sparkle on my skin tone, how differently are those going to translate? I've used rose gold shimmers, I've used gold shimmers, I've used silver shimmers, and sometimes they don't on my skin tone, they don't transfer that differently when you really think about it, especially like considering their undertones and what other shimmers they're mixed with. So this would be one I really need to swatch these in store against my skin tone to see how they look. It is $30. I would get 20% off. You get 2 colors, but one is a metallic and one is a foil. So I also really need to see what those formulas are and what the biggest differences are. Do I truly need it? No, it is not a need, but I do not have any eyeshadow sticks in my collection. So if I got an eyeshadow stick, it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm overtaking other things in my collection, if that makes sense. Also, there are days I'm lazy and I just put a bronzer like through my crease, then I could just put the eyeshadow stick on. And I think that would be great for those days that I'm a little bit more depressed. I'm just not as into it. Like I want to do my makeup, but I don't want to spend 20 minutes on my eyes. Like, I think that would be perfect for me. So I am going to keep that one in the cart, but that's going to be contingent on if I can see them in store and if I really see them in store and just end up falling in love with them. But I will limit myself if I do buy one to one. It is $38, even with 20% off. I don't need to buy multiple of them. I need to be like, pick one and one that you would wear. On a high glam foundation, hydrating and blurring luminous long wear serum foundation. I think this foundation would be perfect for me. This was also a product I put on my TikTok of like de-influenced me, and based on what I'm seeing in other reviews, people with skin types like me have really enjoyed this foundation. So I do think I would enjoy this foundation. The problem is I have two, let's see if I can, containers of foundation here. Do I need to add another foundation? A $52 foundation at that. I do have foundations in here that I don't like. I'm only keeping them because at the end of the year, I'm going to do videos of products I actually really like and products I don't like. So once I do that, I'm going to see if I have friends or family that would like to use them or take them. Or if the skin, like if they match, as maybe they would like those products more. But in all reality, do I need another foundation? No, I don't. I really don't, because I do have favorites in here. These are products I keep coming back to that I really, really enjoy. I love these foundations. I honestly do cycle through them. And like I said, this ABH one I've kind of learned to love. I hated it at first. I'm like, oh wait, I actually kind of really like that now. This House Labs, I absolutely hated this. So now what I need to do is test it out again, because maybe I'll like it now. Like, I don't know. I haven't used it in forever. This is actually my second tier foundation, and I'm almost out of this because I feel like cushions run out faster. This has been my holy grail foundation that I've purchased that always looks perfect no matter what I do with it. This Chanel foundation, one of my top foundations ever. And this is expensive. This is very expensive. So I don't want to all of a sudden get to it and be like, it's bad. I spent a lot of money on this foundation, so I want to use it. Use your products, people. You spend money on them. I don't care if the product is $10 or if the product is $100. Use it. If you use it and you go through it, then the money was worth it. You used it. You went through it. It was obviously worth it. Because obviously the more you use it, the lower price per use is. So say this is, I think that's like $80, okay? Say I used it 10 times, that's $8 a time. Say I used it twice, then it's $40 per time. Like, if I go through this bottle, then it shows I actually really liked it too. Because that's the other thing, is we don't use products because we don't like them. Well, then you just kind of spent money. Obviously, we're testing and trying, and we all want to try new things, which there's nothing wrong with that, but now you didn't. Now you spent that money on a product that you don't like and you're not using. Like, so I have these products and I do like them, so I should use them. Like I said, with that Chanel foundation, I paid for it and I love it. So no, I do not need this Natasha Denona foundation. Maybe if I work through some of these other foundations, I can go back to it. It doesn't sound like it's coming off the market. It's not a limited edition product. I can get that at a later date. Once I do like a deep cleanse of all my products, of truly getting rid of, if I'm not going to use it, it is now just wasting space. That is a whole nother video. We will go through that at a later date because I really want to do more of these anti-hauls using what you have, shopping your stash products. And there's no need to keep products that you're not going to use. You don't like them, you're not going to use them, get rid of them. You've already spent the money, you're not getting it back. So having it sit in your collection now, just reminding you that you wasted the money on the product, isn't helpful to anyone or anything. It's not helpful to you or your mental health. Just get rid of it. This is a set I am so on the fence about. This is the Lawless, the Dreamy Daisy Lip Plumping Gloss and Cream Blush Set. This is one of my favorite gloss formulas. I have it in a full size and I have a mini one, 2 different colors. This is the color Daisy Pink. I love this color in the summer. It is a bright pink BB. Love that. And then this is in the shade Nudie. Here, this isn't the gloss I'm wearing right now, but we'll put it on top. It's also a gloss I feel like lasts a while. So I feel like they're definitely worth it if you're looking for a gloss. In this set, you get the blush is Angel, a nude rose. I don't know how many nude roses I have in my collection. I would have to take a look. I don't know if that's close to one of these MAC ones. I really love this formula. I don't know if it's close. I would have to take a deeper dive. So that's what I'm going to do. Before I get this set, I'm going to take a deeper dive into, do I need that color? Because cream blushes are one of my favorite like products, but cream blushes are also products that go bad quicker. They go bad faster. So they're not going to last you as long as a powder blush would. And I do have a handful of cream blushes, and I just showed you a few, and I have a couple other ones in my collection. So do I really need another cream blush? And the other thing is the Lippy is a limited edition shade in Blushed Sand. So what if I fall in love with that and once again now I can't get it again? It's limited edition. I don't know if they'll bring it back. So if I get this and say it's my perfect lip shade, then it's going to cause me to want to hoard my lippies because I can't get that color again. So what if I can't find a dupe for it? So that would have to be something I really need to deep dive into my collection to see, do I need this set? Is it worth it? It's $35 and it says it's a $55 value, which is a huge deal. And especially if you're getting another 20% off or 10% off. Do I really need it? I'm going to keep it in my cart because I want to do more of a deep dive of that. But honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, I really don't. I don't like to put limited edition shades in my collection because one, if this is what I'm doing, I want to be able to tell you what I'm wearing. I want to be like, oh, you can go get this if you need it, if you like it, if you want to try it, you can go get it because it's still on the market. So I don't want you to be like, well, you keep wearing this beautiful shade and I can't get it. Well, that makes me be like, well, cool. But on top of that, say I fell in love with it or you fell in love with it, now we can't ever get it again. So I hate getting limited edition stuff simply because of that reason. So you know what? No, I'm not even going to look into it. I'm just going to take it out of my cart. I don't need it. I only have 2 more products. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope this kind of makes you deep dive into your cart and what you have and really thinking about it. Do you need it? Is it a want? Do you need it right now? Like, obviously all makeup isn't a need. Like, all makeup is a want. I understand that. All makeup is a want. We do not need it to survive. We do not need it to like even feel good about ourselves because like I feel beautiful and confident with or without makeup. There's just some days I want to do it more because it's fun, it's pretty, but obviously none of these are in absolute need. 2 more products. One is the Dior Backstage Glow Maximizer Face Palette. So I have not tried this before because the shades in it just were not for me. They have expanded the shade range, and the color palette I would get that I think all of the colors would look good on me, work well on me, is the 004 Rose Gold Glow, a harmony of pink and gold shades. These would be the shades of highlighters that I would use, all 4 of them. I would love these shades. I think they would all look beautiful on me. On the palest model, the shades look good. I think they would look beautiful on me. People also seem to be very mixed on this. People either really, really love it or they really, really hate it. They say it's not worth it. I have a very small highlighter collection. The highlighters that I do have are not sold anymore. They are from my 2016 era of makeup when I very first started getting into makeup and loving makeup. So I'm sure these palettes are bad and I am only keeping them for nostalgia purposes, kind of collector items. Like, you can't get them anymore, so I probably really should not be using them. So like, This is what I have. So like I have the MAC Hyper Real Glow. I loved all these shades. I would mix them. I would put them all on. This is the Jaclyn, the Flash palette. I wear all these shades, which are very similar to the shades that I show here, but obviously this is old, so like I really should not be wearing that. And this is the Anastasia when they were in their Glow Kit era. This is with the Nicole Guerrero set. And I wore most of these shades too, which a couple of these are kind of similar to this palette. So these, I don't wear them. They're in my collection. I have room in my collection. It's not like, what am I going to do with these? Like, I have a drawer that is half empty here. That is good. That's great. Like, that is, I have room for this product. I don't have many highlighters. So I have these two highlighters from NYX. This is a great formula, by the way. These are the Buttermilk highlighters. This is the shade You Butter Work, and this is the shade Bright and Butter. And I'm not gonna lie, I also kind of really want to compare them. Is a $54 highlighter comparable to this? Like, is it worth it? And I also want to do a whole series on packaging and why packaging matters. So many people are like, well, packaging doesn't matter. It's the product inside. Packaging matters. It does. We're spending money on these products. This is $54. Drugstore packaging is getting better. Anyways, that is a whole different video that I could do on, but packaging matters, people. It does. We're spending our hard-earned money on it. So I want to know, is it worth it? And the problem is there are so many influencers out here that are using it that you see use once that say it's worth it, but is it? I don't know, and I'm not going to know unless I try it myself. So this is one I'm going to wait and swatch in store to see if it truly, if all 4 colors will look good on my skin tone. I'm not going to get it if even one of the colors won't look good on me, because then it's not going to be worth it. And getting it at 20% off would be the best deal in time to get it. That would make it $43.20 without tax, and I would have tax on it. Here in Minnesota, we do tax makeup, so that would make it just a little over $10 per highlighter, which, depending on the product size, you get 0.4 ounces, so it's 0.1 ounce per highlighter, and this comes with 0.17 ounces, and I'm fairly sure this was more than $10 a piece. So you're getting just a little bit more product in here. I think it would come out, so in the end, it would work out to be a drugstore highlighter price if I could use all 4 of them. So I will swatch them in store. Tell me what you think about the Dior. Is it worth it? Do you like it? Do you utilize it? Like, obviously, whether this highlighter was $10 or, like I said before, $100, if you utilize it, then clearly it's worth it because you're going through it and you're using it. Last product, the most expensive product that is on my list, and I probably won't get, but I need a new straightener. I have this T3 Micro. T3 Micro is actually my favorite hair company. They last forever. I've had this, so I'm 30, and I think I've had this since I was like 19-ish. Like, one of the gems has fallen out. I've cleaned, see, they're already dirty, but like I clean this all the time to keep it nice and new, but it's dying. I've already noticed that. I've had to turn my heat up more and more and more, but I've gotten my use out of this. The one I'm looking at is the T3 Curling Straightener 2-in-1 Styling Iron with Auto World Voltage. T3, I do love their technology in it. I actually feel it is very different. I've tried other products throughout the years that, one, they just don't last as long. And I feel like when I use them, my hair just isn't as silky or feels as good after using it. So I do trust T3 and their technology very much so. And I love that this straightener is a straightener and a curling like wand because they have wraparound heated plates. The problem is this is $199.99, rounded $200 with tax. That's going to be what, $210, $215. Obviously I get 20% off, but it's still, I know if I got this, it would last me a long time. And I have been trying to do more curling with my straightener because I love how it looks curling with my straightener. This one is like, since it is so old, my hair sticks so it doesn't glide through smoothing, causing even more breakage. So I know I would use this product, and I know it would get its money worth, because if this one lasted me 10 plus years, I know this one would. $200 is a tough pill to swallow. It is so hard to swallow. So I am going to see if maybe T3 does like a Black Friday sale. Maybe they do a better sale. A lot of Black Friday sales on actual sites are like 30% off, which is a much better deal than 20% off. Obviously, you don't get the Sephora rewards. That's a whole nother video. I could also do. The Sephora rewards, in my opinion, suck. They're not that good. They're awful. For how much you spend, you don't get much reward out of it. But anyways, so this one I really need to mull over and think about, because I need a new straightener. I love straightening my hair, especially with my bangs. I do feel like my hair looks a little bit better with it straight, but I love that I could get these different styles of curls. I think my hair would look really good with these different style of curls that I just cannot get with my other products. Let's take a look at my basket now. If I leave the straightener in, so I left in the YSL blush, the Dior face palette, the T3 curling straightener, the Makeup Forever Mini Artist Color Lip Pencil Set, the Amika Positively Perked Up Dry Shampoo, and the Danessa Myricks Beauty Color Fix Sticks. So that comes out to be 6 products for $407, which is still a lot of money. If I took out the straightener, because $200 was half of that, it would be 5 products for $208. And $208 with 20% off comes out to be $166.40. That is still a lot of money, so I really need to decide. If I took anything else off right off the bat, it'd be that YSL blush, because I don't have many drugstore blushes, so I really do need to try more drugstore blushes. So I would take that one off if I had to pick any other items to come off. But let me know, did this help you kind of anti-haul, take things out of your cart? What are you buying? What were you thinking about buying that you decided not to buy? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for sticking around through this video. I think I found my niche that I really like talking about. I really love discussing anti-consumerism and shopping your stash, and just all of the overconsumption that we are being taught that we need, that we really don't. So I want to discuss this more. I find it a lot more passionate than just kind of trying to sell you these products. So let me know what irks you about these sales. Do you find them predatory? Like, are they actually useful? What do you think about 15 to 20% off? Because now it's kind of, I personally feel like it's not that good of a deal anymore, especially when our dollar isn't getting us as far as it used to. So thank you so much. I am Ariel. I will see you next time with my next video, and hopefully this one helped you. Oh, bye.